why don't you tell me about maybe your personal philosophy or process for finding the best candidates for process automation?
Sure. So I think, when you're dealing with, once you have a COE, which is important, so the organization setup is, like I said, is step zero. And I think, the talent that you bring in, the mindset, the attitudes is also important. Then you go into the execution part, which is, how do we find those, good opportunities that can yield, good value? And what you need to accomplish that is more of a standardized approach and a methodology that can help your organization, evaluate and prioritize those opportunities. So when you have this in place, you'll be able to quickly establish and utilize, let's say, a defined set of criteria that you can use to determine which processes are good candidates, which for automation, and then you can evaluate those candidates to measure their potential benefits, if that makes sense. What I've used in the past is simple, and I think keeping it simple would help for practical reasons and for efficiency purposes. To find the fit, you have to recognize that not all processes are created equal. And good candidates share some common characteristics, what I would call. So when you identify those opportunities for automation, typically you look for ones that require manual interaction with one or more IT systems or applications, that they are repetitive in nature, that they occur with significant frequency, for example, and that, as much as possible, they include logic and rule-based. So there isn't really a lot of human judgment, and maybe, although the technology is advancing, but if you want to maximize the benefit, you definitely want to look for something that's logic and rule-based, and that it's prone to human error. So if there's a lot of dexterity and manual entry, you know what I mean, and if it can be performed after hours, if there's a flexibility when it can be performed, these are additional pluses, and it's time consuming to perform, right? So those are typically criteria that you'd look for.